Is the Marvel method getting old? 9 years and 15 movies ago, Marvel began its long and expansive journey of being a universe that could companion the 80 years worth of comics. And now, while the comics have had their stale moments and have had to reinvent themselves, Marvel has yet to go through this. Yet. Act 1. The Marvel Method. Most noticed in the past couple of years, the Marvel Method, as it's been dubbed, is the label that each movie tends to follow. Focus on the character, humor, and let each film have its own genre. There is Ant-Man as the heist genre. The first Avenger is the period genre. And Avengers is the ensemble blockbuster genre. They've hit almost every genre except perhaps the horror one. But even with the genre change per movie, the overall formula could be becoming stale. Almost every film starts off with a villain that does something to kickstart the plot, before we get a comedic / character personality trait moment. This is their low point in the movies for the characters, and they only get better. Now, while it sounds like a great start to a character film, seeing it for all 15 movies in every consecutive year is starting to take its strength. Changing the genre only works when you shake up the story a tad as well. Act 2. The humor problem. Marvel is known for its quippy one-liners that appear on average about every 4 or 5 minutes per film, even when there's a scene with the main villain and his crew, during a very serious action scene, or even a sentimental and very sad scene. There is a quippy one-liner at least at one point. As noted by many fans, it tends to pull you out of the movie. When you're watching a movie, the filmmaker should take note to make sure that their audience stays engaged in the moment, engaged in the movie. This is how you keep people off their phones. They want to watch, but in the middle of explosions and fights, then someone randomly makes an attempt to be funny, or two characters have a casual conversation while trying to kill each other. It just doesn't work. For a world that manages to stay somewhat grounded despite having superheroes, people get pulled back out of the movies when a quip breaks the tension or the danger that has been building up during those scenes. Again, while they are known for their humor, maybe dialing it back just a bit would make for a much more engaging experience, or at least blend them together better. Act 3. The Final Countdown. Following the traditional film model, Marvel has its films end with a huge big battle that features all the primary characters fighting to abolish the threat. While Guardians tried to break the mold by having a dancing distraction, or even reversing the damage as in Doctor Strange, there is still usually a huge action set piece. While Captain America Civil War addressed all of the damage in big battles, it's still a trademark that Marvel has helped enhance when it comes to blockbuster films. And apart from the few films, audiences are tired of seeing mindless destruction. As of 2017, worldwide destruction is a staple in most movies with a budget of over $100 million. It is no longer entertaining to watch armies of people / creatures / aliens being destroyed, nor is it watching buildings explode. For the most part, with already over half of their released films ending with mindless destruction, the movie loses its value by falling back into another blockbuster climax scenario. End tag. Now, it's not to say that Marvel movies aren't good, and that some of them aren't great, but with Marvel changing their slate to release now 3 movies a year, they're going to have to make sure that even while changing the genre, they also continue to change the style and the overall format every once in a while to continue to match with the changing nature of what we as people find entertaining and worth a trip to the theaters for.